In this video, Murray crashes like a pleb. Oh look, it's Murray crashing again, like a pleb. And I absolutely pile drive Wiz as he doesn't need any wheels anymore. Hello everyone and welcome to iRacing. We're Lee, and in the background you can see some touring cars. Yes, I got involved in some touring car action in iRacing as we jump to the cockpit then. There's no other camera on iRacing if you didn't know. And we are green and racing, and I got an absolutely fantastic start here in the Audi touring car. And I couldn't go anywhere because Murray was in the way. What a pleb, and it was also Wiz on the right-hand side. Now we're racing as a part of UK Sim Racing here. They have this Turn Up and Drive Touring Car Championship, which is brilliant as we go side by side there with Wiz through this first corner. Now, I'd already bought the car an hour and a half before the races, and I haven't played iRacing in a fair few months, so I was actually quite happy with my performance here, and you'll see that throughout the race as we have made up one position here with Wiz, or Rob Turner, going down to P5 there, and we're going up to P4. Murray just holding us off. I reckon we could have got P3 there, but you know, Murray. So, coming down this straight then at Road America, and I was like, let's try and put Murray off here, and hey, guess what? It looks like it works, because Murray goes a little bit too deep here. I go, thank you very much, Murray. You've been a pleb. I'll take that. Up into P3 then, not too bad as we advance a bit further on then. And in the mirror, we have Rob, otherwise known as Wiz, and Wiz is on my tail. So in the Hyundai, which I believe is a slightly quicker touring car than the Audi, well, the Audi is really the most balanced car to drive. I think that's how it works. You iRacers will know better than me as we come into turn one then. Wiz not wanting to go down the inside, and slows both down drastically there. So we keep the positions for now as we head down towards this right-hander. Wiz looking for the move now. Down in towards the right-hander we go then. Wiz sticking it on the inside, and it looks like it's going to be a job well done by Wiz. Through he goes, and we're down back to P4 then. So in the slipstream, and I love the slipstream on this game. I think it's actually modeled very, very well. It really isn't super strong, but it is effective and how you would expect it to work. As we advance a bit further on then, Wiz just going away there, and in the mirror you may notice Murray has caught us up. Now Murray is an iRacer as he looks on the inside then, heading towards turn one. Is he going to back out like Wiz did? No, he's not. We're going to be going side by side with Murray then in towards turn one. And look at this for racing then as we continue on through that corner. In fact, let's go to a better camera here. As we jump to that TV camera, you can still see the cockpit down in the bottom left-hand side. Murray down the inside then, getting that position. Goes a little bit deep though, and we're going to have the run on Murray on this straight then. Road America, a brilliant track. One of my favourite tracks actually. First played in Project Cars, and I've enjoyed it ever since. I really wish it did come to all games that I play. But we're going alongside Murray then. It's the left-hander coming up next. We've got another Audi there of Tommy Rowe, I think it is, as we head in towards the left there. We're trying to go around the outside here. Not going to quite work, but we do show Murray that you don't have to brake too deep there. Let's jump back to the cockpit, and you can see there we've got a better run out the corner then in towards this left-hander again. And Murray still there. This is brilliant racing, and I thoroughly enjoyed this as we've got Tommy Rowe then on the left-hand side, and just backside of that as we go into this right-hander. So Murray just getting that position. We're back down to where we qualified, which was P5. And again, qualifying, I was pretty happy. As I say, I was building up my pace. You can see down on the bottom right-hand side, we've got a 221.267 as my fastest lap at the moment, which is not too bad because I was in the 22s for a large portion of my practice beforehand, which is about half an hour total. So, you know, I was pretty happy as we did advance towards the end then. Oh, and Stuart Brown has gone off. So we're going to go down the inside of Stuart Brown then. Back up to P4. El Neil are going to win this by a country mile. Shout out to El Neil, who basically mentioned the league and I believe runs it as well. Or help runs it. I don't know. El Neil, confirm. But we can see flashing lights there. I was really happy with that first result. Really awesome. I didn't mention this. There are 3 races. So that was race 1. Now, race 2, we have a reverse grid for the top 6, I believe it is. So we start in P3 because we started in P4. No, we finished in P4, so we start in P3. So here we go then. Murray gets a terrible start again. Of course he does. What an absolute banana. We're going to go with banana today. Shout out to Jem for constantly mentioning bananas. As we head in towards turn 1 then, I'm thinking here, maybe I could win this, you know. If I can get past these 2 drivers, I have a chance to get a win on iRacing. That'd be kind of nice. As we head down then in towards this right-hander. I release the brakes a little bit here, trying to go around the outside, trying to keep that momentum a bit more here. Not going to quite work out there, just kind of a bit too much. And we go a little bit slow then. So, in the mirror, we have El Neil, who is absolutely flying. And we've got Murray as well. So I wasn't sure where to go here. So El Neil backs off a little bit, maybe sensing Murray's nearby. And when Murray's nearby, there's normally a crash. As we head down towards this left-hander then. Just keeping it on the inside here. And, whoa, got a little bit wiggly there. A little bit wiggly on braking. Murray goes too deep again, like he normally does. And we keep this position for now then in towards the left. You see the leaders were battling still here. So we haven't lost touch at all with the leaders as we pull away a bit there from Murray in the mirror. In towards the right-hander we go then. And we just get a little bit of a run here on Tommy. Going to go down the outside there. A little bit of slipstream from the alley up ahead as well. In towards the braking zone. And as I just turn left a little bit here, the car just twitches. And then there's a side tap from the rear. But my car's already lost the rear a little bit. So it wasn't Tommy's fault in the slightest. We're just trying to avoid that barrier. Oh, so close. But unfortunately, that's us to the back of the pack then. So let's just fast forward. Let's get back involved as we see a couple of people off here. And they're going to be coming back on, going rally crossing in their touring cars. But I just want to say, by the way, while we've got this racing coming up, because you see a whole pack of cars ahead, and this is definitely the most action-packed race of the three. This was so much fun. Now, I've always had a problem with braking in iRacing. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. But because ABS isn't really a factor in the touring cars, I actually thoroughly enjoyed this race. I really, really did. It was one of the most fun races I've done in iRacing, to be honest with you. It was that good. As we leave that last corner then, onto the start-finish straight, we'll jump to the TV camera because we're about to go side-by-side with a Honda Civic that is in this race. We've got the Hyundai up ahead of us as well. We're looking to get past. I don't know whether we're past yet. Yes, we are just here. Oh, it's going to be tight as we head towards turn one then. Look at this. The car's absolutely everywhere. We're on the inside trying to get past the Hyundai and the Honda at the same time. A 2-for-1 offer. Do we pull it off? That is the question. In towards the right we go. And doesn't look like it to me as we jump back to the cockpit camera then. Honda looking down the inside. Sticking their nose there potentially. And no, just backs out of it for now. As through we go. We've got somebody off up there then. I'm not sure what car that is. Different livery. So it's custom livery here. As we continue on them. So, side by side up ahead, we've got a bit of slipstream. What action is coming up for us towards the sharp left-hander here at Road America? In towards the braking zone we go. We've got somebody quite off there to the right. Up ahead of us, two cars. Oh, a slight tap there. Who was that? That was Miguel slightly on Stuart Brown. Both Hyundais here. We're going to try and go up the inside of Stuart Brown then. And not going to quite work out there. I'm going to have to pull it back as we go through the left-hander and then back in to this right-hander. Oh, a little bit of oversteer. A little bit of oversteer from Stuart then as we head down the hill. We've got the Honda now looking to make a place as well. Takes full opportunity. That down the inside mark goes as we go side by side through that corner. We've just got our nose in there just here. That's one thing in iRacing. Because we've got this camera, you can't fully tell where the car ends and where there's a gap, which just means you've got to concentrate that little bit harder. Now through the right we go. And again, I'm not sure with ping distance, etc., whether I could move over yet. So I've got to stay here for now. Maybe I could have moved over there, not too sure. I just brake a little bit. Through the right-hander we go. That's a 0x contact, which means it doesn't matter. It's just like ping, basically, net code. As we go through there, then the Honda looking down my inside as we head towards the right-hander here. In towards the braking zone and doesn't go for it for now. So we just click the apex and continue on through. So, as I said earlier, I'd done a bit of practice, but I was getting myself up to speed here and trying to catch up to everybody up ahead. Oh, we've got an incident up ahead. What is happening here as we go through there? Oh, look! Of course Murray's involved. I said earlier, if there's a crash, Murray's usually involved, or if Murray's involved in an accident, he's usually crashing, if that makes any sense. We love you really, Murray. We really do. So we advance a bit further on then, and we're in this battle. So we've got Tommy Rowe again. We've got Stuart. We've got Miguel. All people we've seen earlier on in the race. And do you know what the crazy thing is about this race? There's not a huge amount of cars in this. I think there's 12 cars total. Imagine 30 cars doing this. This is... do you know what? I want to do a series with this touring car. I really do. Because it was such good fun. So, here we go then. We've got 2x2. It's Noah's Ark in towards the left at the top of this hill then. Hardcore to get right this, because if you get it wrong slightly, you're going too deep, or you might lose the rear slightly. Oh, hang on. Whiz is here. Whiz is on my left rear quarter then. In towards this right we go. And where do we go here? So we've got the Hyundai to the right. We've got a Hyundai in front of us and an Audi. We've created a little square here. Look at the TV camera. 2x2x2. In towards the left we go then. And people still here. We're still side by side, absolutely everywhere. In towards the right we go. Look at this for racing. This is why it was so fun. This is why it was so fun. Oh, a little bit of a netcode issue there. Oh, we continue as normal low. And I have no idea whether we gained, lost, or just kept our same position here as we continue on. Then now this corner definitely isn't too wide, so I have to back out of this a little bit here. And Miguel keeps that position. Oh, a little bit off there. Miguel brings it back on though beautifully. We've got Wiz looking to get through here. Can Wiz do it? No, he can't. Gonna have to pull back in potentially. Now, one thing I didn't say is this is a fixed series, by the way. So there's no setups involved. We just jumped in and played. Kind of nice, isn't it? I love doing that. And you can see it's fairly balanced in the grand scheme of it. And we're having some cracking racing here in this touring car. So in towards the left we go. And Tommy Rowe just a bit off there. And on the inside, we've got Miguel. So where can we go here? So I'm constantly trying to think of where I could make the move here with them side by side. Where can I get the best opportunity to make this overtake in this race too? So I'm going to look down the inside here a little bit of contact from behind. And I've got nowhere to go here. And I had the run as well. So Wiz is going to take full advantage of that then. Down the inside and gets the job done there. Beautiful stuff. But we have Tommy Rowe off there doing a me from earlier on in the race. It comes back on very nicely though, and we're just going to be stuck behind for now then. So we come through this corner. Very easy corner to go off here because you just want to accelerate. It's a long, long, long right-hander as we fast forward on here. Now we head towards the last corner then, and in we go. Oh, look how close we get here. My word! I'm judging this rather nice, if I do say so myself. So we are in the slipstream of Tommy Rowe here. We're looking to get the move done. Obviously, we're right behind them, so slipstream should be the stronger for us than any cars that are in front for Tommy. As we continue on then, and indeed, you can see that we're slowly catching, slowly catching, slowly catching. We look towards the right. It looks like Wiz goes to the right at the same time, which was helpful. We're looking down the inside. It's going to be very hard to do. I had to really slow up there because, you know, fairly as well, Tommy ran me a little bit tight there, which is good because it was a good defensive move. It meant that I couldn't really go for it without hitting Tommy. So fair play to you. In towards the right-hander we go then, and continue on through that corner. And it's status quo for now then. So we are currently P7. Can we get one more? Can we get the curse position? Let's find out. So we advance a bit further on then. And what's going to happen here? In towards the braking zone we go. Lots of cars up ahead, so maybe get a few more. Oh, we're getting very close. Look how close again we are to Tommy here. So I was hoping here to be able to go in for a dive on the last corner potentially, but Tommy just clips the curb there, bounces him over towards the right. We get alongside on the left-hand side then, and we're going to try around the outside of this corner. Very rare move to do this because it's so tight that last corner, but we were just enough alongside here, and we're going to have a bit of a drag race with Tommy then as we continue towards the start-finish line for one last time here in a race 2. And Tommy is just losing out just that tiny bit. Let's jump to that TV camera then. Let's have a look at that gap. You can see how close it is, and it's very hard to judge as we jump back to the cockpit camera then. Tommy gives that up, and we get the position up into the cursed position then. P6 for us. As who's that off? Oh, it's Wiz off up in the distance then. But we're going to advance towards the line then, and we are going to finish in that P6 position. Another fantastic race. This was so fun. It really, really, really was. But we have one more race to go. Oh, this is so good. So good. Right, here we go then. Race 3. We're starting in P7. It looks like. So there's 13 drivers. And off we go here then. What's going to happen here? We had a fantastic start again. And the Civics had a terrible start. The Audi in the left has as well. I'm thinking 3 wide, but I can't really get... I don't know the size of my car. I don't know if I can get down there or not. So I'd sort of lift off and fall in behind Tommy here as we head towards turn 1 for the very first time. Somebody absolutely launched it there. Oh, not quite. Oh, no! Tap from the Civic here. We catch it very nicely. We're just trying to bring it on slowly but carefully as well. Give them just enough room. Me and Wiz, I think that is, just decided to have a little bit of a rub there. You know, a little kiss there for Wiz. And we continue on through, and I think Wiz is falling in behind. So we've got Miguel up ahead. We've got Mark in the Civic. We've got Tommy up ahead as well. We have lost a position and all that. Miguel's getting 2 down on that relative on the right hand side. So we're just sort of weaving here, just trying to get an idea of where Miguel wants to go. We sort, you know, sending them left, so we get the slipstream of Mark up ahead in towards the braking zone. Here we go.
Keep to the right.
Oh, Wiz is having to go. Oh, unfortunately, that was a little bit deep from Miguel, so I had to back out of that completely. And Wiz takes full advantage. Look at that, straight through there as we head in towards the left-hander. Then can't do much. Oh, we got El Neil behind us as well. Shout out to El Neil again. Absolutely flying in this race, and or in the races, should I say. It's more than one race. As through the right-hander we go, and head down the hill. Looking. There's nowhere to really go there. as we then hit the left-hander. So this corner I was really struggling on. I wasn't sure whether third or fourth gear. Something to look at in the future. Now, Wiz trying to go around the outside. Not going to happen, really. I was trying to get my nose inside so Wiz couldn't come back in, but Wiz just made it happen. Oh, look how close it is. Look how close. Oh, it's good. Hey, on TV camera, somebody's off in the background. As we continue towards this fast right, I have to lift off a little bit. Let Wiz, get into line as well. As we come through here, then I'm thinking, okay, we have to follow Wiz here in that Hyundai. Follow Wiz through, and we can fight another day a little bit later on as we head down towards the right-hander then.
Stay on the right.
And we get that job done then. So past the Civic we go. Can we use Wiz? Wiz is faster than me here on iRacing. And, he races iRacing a lot more than I do. So I was hoping to use Wiz as a slipstream helper. But unfortunately, Wiz goes off like a banana. But even so, in towards the right-hander we go then. And we're getting very close to Wiz here. Very, very, very close. Hello, Wiz! I'm back! Right, so we have a look then. Let's have a look. Can we get past Wiz? Let's see the difference between these cars. Remember, these are two different cars. I'm in the Audi touring car, which is in the Hyundai. And this is very close. This is what I like to see, a bot that's so close like this. It's so, so good. It's wonders. Remember, this is fixed setup as well. We try and go around the outside. We do outbrake ourselves this time. We've learnt Murray's issues here. And we've got El Neil coming up on our left-hand side then in towards the left-hander. I can't go in towards that apex. I just give El Neil just enough room there. He gives me enough room as well. Through the left, in towards the right we go then. Can we keep this position? Look at this side-by-side racing still here. Beautiful stuff. And El Neil gets it done there. Fair play to El Neil, and the Civic just gets, well, initially got cut up there, but however still sent it down the inside and does it very well. Unfortunately, not going to get that position. We keep that position, and hopefully we can follow El Neil forward, because there's still a lot of cars up ahead and still quite a bit of this race to go as we go through this right-hander then. Let's continue on in the race. Where are we advancing to next? Here we go then. El Neil in the slipstream. It's actually the end of the lap that we're already on. We've kept up with El Neil, who, I'll say, it was rapid here. Goes defensive. I actually didn't want El Neil to go defensive here. I wouldn't have gone for the move because I want to catch up to the guys up ahead. I know I can't beat El Neil. But even so, through we go. Good defensive drive from El Neil as we continue on down towards this right-hander. Critical corner to get right this. I was using the yellow billboard on the right-hand side as my brake marker. It works out wonders. About halfway in it. And through we go. Oh, never mind. Look who's off. It's Murray. He's off again. Of course he is. It's the only person to crash like in every race, basically. And funny fact, Murray's done more rounds than me. This is my first round. I think I'm ahead of Murray in the championship, or very close to him already. Kind of funny. So we advance further on here then in the race. We're on lap 5 now to come through here. Oh, somebody's off there. Oh, they've definitely met barrier there. A few kisses there, in fact. They say never kiss on a first date, but there was about 5 of them there. Even so, we cross the line in 4th place in the end. 4th place for us. So I'm really happy with that, and it was really good fun, and I highly recommend doing this if you get the chance. Links in the description to the community as we absolutely pile drive that into Wiz. How good is that damage model there? Oh, wheels go absolutely everywhere. But that is going to be it for this video, folks. As I say, this is brilliant. This has been awesome, this racing, and I really recommend everybody trying this out. The touring car racing. I'm going to try it out a bit more, actually. Now, there are 2 videos there if you want to check them out. My logo's there if you want to subscribe. But that's going to be it for me in terms of this video. And I hope to see you in another video or live stream very soon.